You know, it's hard to believe it's been over 2 years since we had our Freedom Convoy here in Canada. We all remember it well. We remember our truckers here in Canada going to Ottawa and blocking streets, etc., and asking for Justin Trudeau to meet with them so they could talk about vaccine mandates and the restrictions that were imposed upon them along with other Canadians. But at the end of the day, these were good, honest Canadian truck drivers, and they were fighting for all of us. And it's sad that we didn't back them fully because this convoy was a game changer, and unfortunately, we let it slip by. The reason we let it slip by is because Justin Trudeau, who was afraid, okay, he was afraid to go down and meet with these people, so he called what used to be called the Wars Measure Act, okay? Now it's called the Emergency Act, okay? So he pulled the Wars Measure Act, or the War Measure Act, okay, because he couldn't meet with these truckers. Why wouldn't he meet with the truckers? Wouldn't anybody who's a leader, who's supposed to be a problem solver, okay, you're the head of a country, would you not walk down, meet with the truckers, stick out your hand, say, hey, listen, I want to have a conversation with you. I want to find out what's going on. I'm Justin Trudeau. I'm the Prime Minister. Take me to your leader, okay? And then what would have happened is the lawyers, and he knew this, the lawyers that the truckers had brought with them would have shown up, okay, along with the doctors and the scientists, and there were plenty of them, and they would have said to Mr. Trudeau, they would have said, listen, here lies our beef. Here is factual, objective, scientific data that does not match up at all with what you're telling Canadians. And now we know, I mean, they lied. They completely lied. They lied all over the world. But at the end of the day, we're talking about Justin Trudeau. We had an opportunity here, and unfortunately, it was blown because once he did that, and then he started sending the police and the military in to start cleaning up, we saw what happened. They started beating people up. They started running over people with horses. They started towing out trucks. They started damaging vehicles. They did a lot of really, really disrespectful and horrible things for a country like Canada, which is supposed to be a constitutional monarchy with a democratically elected government that is guided by a charter of rights and freedoms. We let all that go in that one day. It's really sad that that had to happen. But my point is this: why couldn't the leader of our country go down and stick his hand out and just say, listen, let me talk to whomever I need to speak to here, and let's see if we can get to some sort of common ground. Let's find out what's really going on here. But he couldn't do that, and we saw what happened. And it's really, really sad for Canada. But at the end of the day, we might get another look at this thing. But knowing Trudeau, he'll have it all set up with his own people that are going to investigate him, and they're going to come back and say nothing to see here for the 45th time. So let's hope that it goes better this time around. But sadly, we blew a really good opportunity because Canadians could have won huge if we could have stuck our ground and forced him to sit down and actually negotiate with the experts that came to Ottawa.